So you don't even know. How do you not know? How do you not know when you're
Because
leaving?
I work and she take care of all the business. Now we leaving on the 30th.
Before a single legal rule is even discussed, this case opens with confusion, frustration, and a judge already signaling impatience. This is People versus Tracy Reed, and from the very first seconds, Judge Simpson is zeroing in on one core issue: responsibility. When a defendant can't answer basic questions, like when they're leaving town or what their obligations are, it immediately raises red flags in a bond violation hearing. Bond isn't freedom without rules, it's conditional trust. The court expects proactive compliance, not passive confusion or delegation to someone else. Here, Tracy's explanation, "I work and she take care of the business," might sound practical in real life, but legally, it's irrelevant. The court doesn't care who handles logistics. The responsibility sits squarely on the defendant. This opening exchange sets the tone for everything that follows. Judge Simpson is not here to babysit, and Tracy is already on thin ice. The tension you feel right now isn't accidental. It's the judge testing credibility, awareness, and accountability before deciding whether this situation can be corrected or whether it deserves jail time. And as you'll see, every answer Tracy gives either helps her case or quietly digs the hole deeper.
Getting ready for now, okay? Court calls the case, People versus Tracy Reed.
Trevor made love to the people.
Why should you say, oh? You start bumping into stuff, that's gonna be a problem. All right.
Get on from behind me, mister. What you standing behind me for, Alan? I'm starting here, okay? Can I talk?
Not yet, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Is there gonna be an attorney saying something?
Assistant Public Defender Mr. Davy Lee, Your Honor, on behalf of Ms. Tracy Reed. Mr. Miller has been appointed, however, I did speak to her about the bond violation.
Who wants to argue?
Your Honor, Ms. Reed indicates to me that she did go to do community corrections on the 11th. However, on the 12th, she was unable to remain as she had to go to work.
This is where the legal mechanics really matter. Community corrections isn't optional, flexible, or informal. It's structured supervision. Intake is the gateway. Without completing intake, the system doesn't know when to test, how to monitor, or whether compliance is happening at all. Tracy's explanation, that she had work, couldn't get through on the phone, or thought dropping once a month was enough, may sound understandable emotionally, but legally it collapses. Courts operate on documentation, timelines, and completed steps. No intake means no valid testing schedule, which means the court sees noncompliance. Judge Simpson is clearly listening, but notice how his questions sharpen. He's not attacking, he's diagnosing. And what he's hearing is a pattern of assumptions instead of confirmations. That's dangerous territory. A bond condition misunderstood is still a bond condition violated. The judge isn't asking why life got busy, he's asking why the rules weren't followed. And this is the moment where the case quietly shifts from maybe a misunderstanding to explain why I shouldn't lock you up.
However, she does come to understand that now it's important that she goes to community corrections, stays there until she is called, and there will not be any further violations.
But they did have the wrong number. They have the number from 2014. That's not my phone number no more. She never asked me
They
for my
set
phone.
an intake appointment for December 2nd. Did you go?
No, sir.
Why?
When I went on the first, I explained to the lady that I just received the job. I gave him the intake paper that I gave the judge when I got arraigned. I told the lady, I said, listen.
And go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
I asked her, could I come at a different time? She told me that that was the time and I needed to call and see if I could get an attorney. Every time I called, I didn't ever get to her. So no, I didn't go back.
What do you mean every time? Every time you call,
I called her twice.
how come you didn't go back up there?
Cause I don't know, Judge Simpson. I ain't gonna lie.
So I have no test results.
No, I took the test results. It's right here. I took the urine.
Well, the one, yeah, But since then, I don't have anything.
He only told me to drop once a month. He told me to go once a month and drop.
That's correct, but how were you gonna go back if you didn't do the intake?
I didn't know I had
How
to
are
do
you
the
gonna-
intake in order to keep dropping.
What?
I didn't know that I had to do the intake in order to keep dropping because I didn't do the intake when I dropped it
How are you gonna know when to?
on the first.
You have to do the intake. So that then they will then tell you when to test.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yeah, but I was assuming that since I had to go on the first to drop, I only got to drop once a
See,
month.
here's
I'm
the
thinking
problem.
every month on the
And
first.
that is, if you had gone on the second, they would have been able to explain all of that to you, but you didn't go.
Yes.
So, Ms. Reed, tell me why I shouldn't just lock you up because you didn't comply with your bond.
This is the most critical question a judge can ask in a bond hearing. When Judge Simpson says this, he's not being dramatic. He's being procedural. At this point, the legal justification to jail Tracy already exists. The burden has shifted entirely onto her. And watch how quickly panic replaces explanation. The pleas, the prayers, the emotional spiraling, none of that addresses the legal issue on the table. Judges aren't unmoved by emotion, but emotion without accountability doesn't solve a violation. The gum comment, the visible nerves, the fear of jail. This is raw humanity colliding with a rigid legal system, and Judge Simpson knows it. He even stops her from talking, not to be cruel, but because every extra word is making things worse. This is courtroom reality. Sometimes silence is safer than rambling. The tension here isn't about whether she's scared, it's about whether she's learned anything. And the judge is deciding in real time whether this fear will translate into compliance or repeat behavior.
Jesus, please.
Tell me why.
Because I'm going to the next one. I went over there this morning. I came in at 9. I thought my court date was at 9. I came. They told me it was at 1. I went up to community corrections, and they told me that they couldn't do that. I had to get another
Stop talking. Just
referral.
stop. Because you're gonna say something, and it's just gonna get bad.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's judge, but that's okay. You're enjoying that gum, aren't you? That gum is taking a beating.
You're making my nerves bad. Got the police standing behind me like he about to handcuff me. I'm sweating. I can't go to jail. I
No,
can't.
you can.
I'm too old for that. I can't. Please. No. Please, no, sir. Your Honor, Judge Simpson, please. I just got my good job. No.
Please, Rob. Okay, at least the one benefit is you're on, and the only thing that I'm not gonna lock you up today.
This is a narrow escape, and Judge Simpson makes that crystal clear. Tracy is not being rewarded, she's being warned. The only thing standing between her and jail is a single negative test and the fact that the testing window technically hasn't closed yet. That's it. No sympathy discount, no benefit of the doubt beyond the bare minimum. This is judicial discretion at work. Firm, conditional mercy paired with strict future expectations. Notice how the judge immediately pivots to new orders. This isn't a conversation anymore, it's a directive. Intake must be completed, testing must resume, and if it doesn't, the judge explicitly states there will be nothing left to say next time. That line matters. It means excuses are exhausted. From this point forward, compliance is binary, done or not done. This moment is the calm before the storm or the turning point, depending entirely on what Tracy does next.
The only reason I'm not doing is we're on monthly. You're still within that month, and the test that you took was negative,
Absolutely.
but then you didn't do this, didn't take the next test.
Okay. I'm going over there right now.
So let's. I'm going to prepare new orders. I'm going to adjourn her probable cause to January 2026, 9 a.m. We'll do a new community corrections referral for testing. You stay over there today when you go over until you complete that intake.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yes,
Because if
sir.
you come back here and you haven't done the intake, there's nothing you're going to be able to say to me.
Now I have another question.
Oh.
Before all of this happened, I had plans to go out of state for New Year's. So I need the permission to go because this has been planned and paid for
Where are you going?
to New York to watch the ball drop.
You are not.
Now the case takes a sharp turn from compliance to credibility. Asking to travel out of state while already struggling to follow basic bond conditions is a bold move. Some would say reckless. Judge Simpson's reaction tells you everything. Travel requests aren't about vacation plans, they're about flight risk. The judge isn't picturing Times Square, he's picturing a defendant who might disappear. Tracy not knowing dates, not understanding crowds, never having been to New York, and still insisting on going only compounds that concern. From the court's perspective, this isn't excitement, it's instability. And when Judge Simpson jokes that she'll get lost in New York, that humor masks a serious fear. Will she come back? Judges don't deny travel to be mean. They deny it because once someone crosses state lines, enforcement becomes complicated, slow, and uncertain. This request puts Tracy's judgment under a microscope, and the microscope is unforgiving.
No, you're not. You're not. Who is that? I don't know who she is. I don't believe her. You're gonna go watch the ball drop.
Yeah.
Where?
From what's the name of it?
Like Times Square?
Yes, down by Times Square. We stand in a room.
There's a whole lot of rooms by Times Square.
Yeah, I don't know right now. My nerves bad, I'm telling you.
You're gonna go watch the ball drop.
Yes.
Are you gonna be outside watching the ball drop?
Not if it's real cold. I'm hoping we can see it from the
It's
hotel.
gonna be cold.
But it might not be that.
Have you ever been there?
No, that's why I want to go.
She has never been around that many people.
In my life.
Yeah, I know. And you have no idea what that's like.
But I want to go.
I know. And I have a feeling if I let her go, she ain't coming back.
I
She'll be
am.
lost someplace in New York.
No, I'm coming back.
When are you supposed to be leaving?
What day we leave?
So you don't even know. How do you not know? How do you not know when you're
Because
leaving?
I work and she take care of all the business. Now we leaving on the 30th.
When are you coming back? Well, never mind. When are you coming back? On the 7th?
Second.
2nd. Hold on a minute. So you're going to New York basically for just a few days.
Yeah, just to see the ball drop.
I'll tell you how you can see the ball drop.
I don't want to watch it on TV.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I want to
You
go
can
in
see the
person.
ball drop.
It's already paid for. We can't get the money back. I don't want the money back anyway. I want to go. But I have to have permission. Because if I get stopped and then they be like, oh, you're stopped, and they try to take me into custody. No. Just me making my nerves
If I
bad.
could just lock you up, you wouldn't see the ball drop.
Okay, so here we go. You just said you want to lock me up. Now you want to go back to that incident. I'm not going to do that. Just
Counsel, whoever, whichever one's representing you, prepare an order to the effect unless there's an objection from the people to let her go watch the ball drop.
She's gotten permission to take the time off of work.
Wow. Woo. Wow. Whoa.
Excuse.
Came right at you. No, that's a legitimate question. Thank you.
This is one of the most surprising reversals in the entire hearing. Despite everything, the confusion, the missed intake, the panic, Judge Simpson ultimately allows the trip. But make no mistake, this isn't trust, it's control. The conditions are tight, the timeline is short, and the order is formal. This is the court saying, I'm letting you go, but I'm watching everything. It's also a test. Judges sometimes grant limited freedom not because they believe excuses, but because they want to see whether a defendant can finally follow instructions when the stakes are clear. This moment highlights how discretion works both ways. The same judge who nearly jailed her is now signing off on out-of-state travel, because compliance after today will matter more than punishment today. The opportunity has been given. The margin for error is gone.
Counsel?
Excuse me, I don't go back to work until January the 5th.
Oh, so you had time to stay in. Why'd you tell me you didn't want to lose
That's
the
all for
job?
Christmas, Your Honor. That ain't now. That's all for Christmas. The last day is the 23rd. Today's the 11th. My glasses back on. Why you keep walking by me? Stay away
You know
from
what?
me.
Take those glasses off. You don't need them.
They my safety guard. My told you my nerves back. The police keep trying to come over here.
Did you get
I got it.
So I can go?
Are you driving?
Yes, we're gonna drive.
She gave an adequate answer to the work question. You're gonna drive
Yes.
through Canada, or you just going straight through the States?
I'm going through the States. I'm off to the 5th. We're gonna,
Yeah, because if you go over that border, you ain't getting back. All right.
Okay. So who gonna give me the paper saying I can go, or I can just?
I will prepare
What?
the
You know
order.
what? She needs to stop asking me questions.
I'm gonna prepare an order till,
I've already prepared the order because you were taking so long.
thank you, Your Honor.
Bye.
Okay. Have a-
I don't know what happened either, but God bless New York. Court calls the case People versus Connor Rice. She out there watching you. Dude.
People versus Tracy Reed is a textbook example of how quickly confusion can turn into incarceration, and how narrowly that outcome can be avoided. Judge Simpson made the stakes unmistakable. Bond is not freedom. It's a contract. Tracy survived this hearing not because she followed the rules perfectly, but because the judge exercised restraint paired with strict warning. The ruling leaves her with one clear path forward. Complete intake, comply fully, and stop assuming. The broader lesson here is simple but powerful. Courts don't operate on intentions, emotions, or effort alone. They operate on actions. This case shows how judicial discretion can offer a second chance, but only once. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.